Yo, so in this one, we're talking about order blocks, and this is the this is like different to affiliate. This is probably one of my favorite conferences, and you'll find out why, and I'll show you many examples. If you watch my YouTube videos, I'll be talking about every single one of these conferences, like in every single one of the videos. So I feel like if you watch this bootcamp and then watch them YouTube videos, like you should be fine, honestly, because I've got a lot of weekly breakdowns. I'm just going over price action and talking about all of these concepts. So if you need more help, you can just watch them and maybe get in contact with me. So yeah, what is an order block? There's two things that make up an order block. It is a sweep of liquidity and then a break of structure. It's less a BOS. I know people use like market structure shifts, blah blah blah. We don't care. And I will show you many examples right about now. I'm just watching price move right now. I'm not in, but I do see this just keep bumping, honestly. But what I wanted to show you was these order blocks I mentioned last video. Now, why is this an order block? First thing you gotta do. Oh, this is kind of annoying me. Um, so first thing you gotta do is identify a sweep of liquidity. Now we should know how to do that. You just gotta look for a low that got swept. Did this get swept? Yes, it did. I know it just looks a bit dodgy, but then like if you want 30-minute, that's a sweep. Come on. Lower time frame, but you can tell if it's a sweep or not in the 1 minute because you'd wait for a break of structure. You'd wait for like if a liquidity gets run past, you'd realize like we wouldn't even stop. We'd stop for maybe like 4 candles, maybe give it a small retracement, and then we'll just dump. But if it creates structure, that most likely means the liquidity is holding. Could be buying people as well, so it is what it is. So now we can like piece together all these different tools in our tools box. We have fair value gaps here, we got inverses here, we got order blocks, and yeah, there's a few more that we're missing, but we're getting there. So this is a sweep of liquidity. Next, we look for a break of structure. Where is the break structure, guys? Right here. Now, this is an order block. How would you draw the order block? From this low, from the sweep to the break of structure. And whatever time frame you're on, I think this was the 30-minute or even the hourly. 30-minute? No, I'd say the 30-minute because there's no hourly break of structure here, right? It actually is, to be fair. Here 30-minute, but on the 15 there is one here. But high time frame always holds higher power. If you're looking for order block, you want to go for a high time frame one. And you can see you have this order block here. And we tapped into it at 9:30. Again, good timing. Not only that, we have an order block within order block. So we had a sweep here of this low. And then we broke above this high. And then we broke above this high. And yeah, I think that's it. But you can see here the order block did get tapped at 9:30. And obviously, because we're bullish, we're going to be marking out bullish order blocks. And you can mark out bearish ones. I will probably find a bearish one right here on this big bearish move down. People draw order blocks differently. Like this is a sweep for me, and this is a break for me. This is an order block. But like I'll give you a few tips. So order blocks, the top, on bearish order blocks, should I say, the bottom like 25% is the most reactive, and you kind of see that here where the top 25% is the most reactive. You can see we literally just tapped into it and we give reaction. That just goes to show like order flow is going up, like order blocks getting respected. If it's respected, it's respected. And again, once again, same with fair apps. If it closes above or below, whatever, bearish example above, it's disrespected, and it has to be a close. This is a 4-hour order block. Quick tip, like I said, you draw it from the nearest break structure. What this actually means is, once we've broken structure originally, we probably have lows like this. And if we draw out these lows, we can find another break structure. Swept this high. I already marked that out, but swept that high and broke below this low. So technically, I know it's because the sweep's not that big, but technically all of this is an order block. Now, obviously, it depends because this is an order block, but then also, like, obviously, the first one we drew is also an order block. This one's also an order block, you know what I mean? So it just depends. And I think the strongest order block would have been this one, because that's when the move actually happened, and that's the first breaker structure. And it's similar here. You see, I talk about this in my videos, on my YouTube videos, because I see it happen a lot on DAX. For example, on the 5-minute even, this is a 5-minute order block because of this sweep, and then this break. And you draw it out, whatever. The next break gets a reaction, and then the next break also gets a reaction. So like these two breaks got a reaction, and then that was in line with the 30-minute bullish order block. I didn't have this marked out, but yeah, we can just find a bunch of examples for order blocks because I love order blocks. Break here, sweep here. There's like two ways you can identify them. Either you can look for the sweep first, then the break, or you can look for the break first, then the sweep. This is a 1-hour order block. Pretty clean. It's so bad, but 1-hour bullish order block, 1-hour bearish order block, which we'll probably just get like 5. And it's just like you use it the exact same as a fair value up, just like an entry confirmation and pull back into it, a break structure, blah blah blah. And yeah, let's look at this. Sweep here, break here. That's the order block as well. I'll make my sweeps red. How about that? Because then it's not like a bunch of lines on my screen, you know what I mean? And I'd say I could also talk about strong and weak lows here, because I never talked about this. So what actually makes us a low or a high weak and strong is whether it's swept something else. You might hear the term like low resistance liquidity and all of this BS, but that literally just means when you have a bunch of highs relatively close to each other, like this is low resistance liquidity. Like nothing got swept. That's why it's low resistance. Like if I mark out the highs, well, like all of these highs are so close to each other, and absolutely nothing got swept. I think this is an extra, honestly. Tuesday's high. I think that was one of my draws. I could have held to there, but could have shut it. This is low resistance liquidity. Weak highs. All of these highs are weak. Now let me show you a strong high. I mean a strong low. Okay, I'll show you a strong high. Gosh. This is a strong high. Why? Because it swept this and then it broke structure. But why is that important? It's because because it's strong, you can draw like a Fibonacci off of it, or you can draw equilibrium off of it, or you can draw OT off of it, and you'd be in a range. You understand what I'm saying? But that's kind of in the next video. So yeah, we'll get to that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Order blocks, all you need is a sweep and a break. Sweep here. Well, swept this and then broke below here. This line was something else. And lots of examples. I like these. I like this example because this sweeps here disgusting. Then we've also broken down below these lows here. This is nice point controls here as well. But again, I'm just looking. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's order blocks. You should not use them, and it's just align them with high time frame bias, and they're very good, very nice confluence, beautiful confluence, in fact. And it's not just a structure break. It's not every single order block will be valid and all will get tapped, but it's people draw order blocks as well with like candles. So like I know the way people draw it is any big move. For example, I'm on the daily now. This candle here would be an order block because of this big move. Again here, this candle here would be an order block, and we actually tapped into it, to be fair, right here. And that's this candle. So before any big move, if you just draw an order block, but issue with this is if I just go into lower time frame on this daily so-called order block, you're gonna have what I said anyways. Like you're gonna have a 15-minute liquidity sweep with a 15-minute break structure. So it's like this daily order block is just like a legit hourly order block. It's actually a 4-hour order block. If you want to consider that as a sweep, which I probably will. But yeah, it's definitely an hourly order block. And you can see the reaction here. Again, remember what I said about like the 25% thing? Like, if I put lines in here, I'm pretty sure I can do that, can I? Middle line. But then the middle of the middle line, you can see top ticks. There we go. And that's high of the day as well, high of the week. And then 2,000 points down, 1.7. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Order block, super liquidity, break structure, bullish, bearish. See you in the next episode.